Welcome to the AC 24/7 Top Story Countdown. We'll guide you through the biggest news of the day. Our focus, advocating our rights, advocating health, and advocating Earth. Here's our pick for number 4.
Juggling multiple gigs. The latest jobs report from the Labor Department shows nearly 8.4 million people had multiple jobs in October. That's the highest number since the start of the pandemic. And women appear to be leading that trend. The federal data shows nearly 6% of women worked multiple jobs in October. That's compared to 4.7% of men.
Our cost of living has almost tripled since 2020.
Experts say people may be taking on additional jobs to offset high inflation, which has been easing but is still painfully high for some households. Nonprofits like the United Way say inflation is outpacing wage growth, and that's making it harder for them to help families.
Wages do not reflect how important they are to everyday living.
Remote work is also offering more flexibility and opportunities for workers to manage several jobs from home. And there's also fear that layoffs could have people looking for supplemental jobs, but one economist says layoffs are actually historically low right now.
Companies are reluctant to lose their workers, and they're willing to negotiate even higher salaries to keep them.
U.S. employers added only 150,000 jobs last month. That's the smallest gain since June, signaling the economy is slowing and signaling that the Federal Reserve's action to tame inflation may be working.
The question is, how quickly is it working? We're still far from the 2% target, but inflation has come down quite a bit.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Patrick Cornell reporting.
TheAdvocateChannel.com looks at the world through the lens of equality and inclusion. Subscribe, like, and share now. AC 24/7's Top Story Countdown continues with our producer's pick for number 3.
I think it went very well.
Former President Donald Trump leaving court after testifying in an attempt to defend his real estate business.
It's a scam, and this is a case that should have never been brought.
During nearly 4 hours on the stand, Trump continuously clashed with Judge Arthur Engoron. "I'm sure the judge will rule against me because he always rules against me." The judge responding, "You can attack me, you can do whatever you want, but answer the question." In another testy exchange, the judge had to instruct defense attorney Chris Kise to control your client, adding, "This is not a political rally. We are here to hear him answer questions, and most of the time, he's not," the judge said, and then threatened to remove Trump from the stand. On the financial statements at the heart of the case, Trump said, "I would look at them, I would see them, and I would maybe on occasion have some suggestions." And on his role in preparing the statements, "I accepted it. Other people did it, but I didn't say make it higher or make it lower," he said. When asked if he maintained accurate records from August 2014 going forward, Trump said, "I hope so. I didn't keep them myself." Trump was also questioned about the valuation of his assets, including his Trump Tower apartment, which financial statements show a more than $200 million value drop in 1 year. "I thought the apartment was high," he said, adding, "We changed it," and saying different property assets were both high and low. Trump has long claimed his Florida Mar-a-Lago property was undervalued, saying today it is worth $1 to $1.5 billion.
The numbers are much greater than on the financial statement.
But the judge cited a Florida tax appraisal valuing the property at just $18 million in his decision, finding Trump, his adult sons, and his company committed persistent and repeated fraud. In court, Trump said, "I thought Mar-a-Lago was very underestimated, but I didn't do anything about it."
Trump, how's it going in there?
Trump's conduct has become a flashpoint in this case.
You have a racist attorney general who made some terrible statements.
Even before he took the stand, Trump took aim at New York Attorney General Letitia James, later calling her a political hack in court.
"The only thing that matters are the facts and the numbers. And numbers, my friends, don't lie."
Like the Advocate Channel on Facebook for the best way to get updates on stories that advocate for equality, justice, our rights, and more. AC 24/7 continues with today's top 2 pick.
This is not Shani Suisa's usual LA hangout.
2 months ago, I never would have really thought about owning a gun.
The 31-year-old podcaster organized this group firearms training.
Go ahead and pick up your gun in your dominant hand.
Inviting others from her Southern California Jewish community, including her childhood schoolmate, Danny.
Would your friends say, oh yeah, Danny's the type to always want to carry a gun and go shooting?
No, definitely not my vibe, definitely not how I was raised.
This course, as these women see it, a last resort in self-defense.
I don't think I hit anything. The reality is, people don't seem to want us around, and it's hard.
And do you feel that now more than ever?
Now more than ever. It's suffocating, actually.
Amidst the ongoing turmoil in Israel and Gaza, law enforcement here in the U.S. warning of increased anti-Semitic incidents targeting Jewish people, homes, and businesses.
This is a threat that is reaching, in some ways, sort of historic levels.
And gun shops, along with firearm instructors around the country, reporting a surge in interest, particularly from Jewish groups.
When I'm doing our messaging, it is a message of light and peace.
Rabbi Yossi Eilfert believes that light and peace should be safeguarded through vigilance and preparation. It's why he started Magen Am, a private security firm tasked with keeping the local Jewish community safe.
Did you ever think that you would end up also teaching people how to carry and fire a gun?
It's sad that it's necessary, but it definitely is. It's really important that we start educating our community.
We went to one of his weekday firearm classes.
What can I do to protect my family, and what can I do to protect myself?
Roughly 24 Jewish women here on this night.
I can tell you as a mom and as a teacher.
You can sense anxiety, fear, and unease.
We want people to live and be able to practice in peace. That's the whole goal. And so if they want to pursue, the ownership training with a firearm, and that's going to help them feel at peace, then let's do that.
California has some of the toughest gun laws in the U.S., and some here simply do not feel comfortable around guns.
Right? It's not for everybody.
Back at the range,
I cannot believe I did that.
Shawnee and Danny feeling more confident after their 4-hour training.
No way!
And in case you didn't recognize their teacher, that's Rabbi Yossi.
Those were about 3 to 4 shots per second as I accelerated.
What we did here today will make me feel safer in the future, as long as I keep practicing.
Are you going to continue the instruction?
I will come back, 100%.
We need to be prepared, and the best defense is a good offense, and I think that's really important to understand.
Follow the Advocate channel on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on stories that matter every day. Here's our #1 story of the day. Take a look.
At night, the skies over Gaza City light up from rockets. The city shaken by explosions before plunging into darkness. That's because weeks ago, Israel shut off all electricity to Gaza, including places like hospitals.
You see scenes of absolute carnage. There are patients on the floors.
Since Sunday, the Israel army says it struck 450 Hamas targets. The number of Palestinians killed has now surpassed 10,000, according to the Hamas-controlled health ministry, and at least 1,400 Israelis have been killed. There's mounting global pressure for a humanitarian ceasefire, but Israel will not relent. Meanwhile, the deadly turmoil between Israel and Hamas is triggering a rise in hate crimes here at home. Since the October 7th attack by Hamas, anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. are up 388%, and Muslims are also being targeted.
Whether you're Arab or Muslim or Jewish, people are feeling very raw.
California on Friday at Stanford University, an Arab Muslim student was hurt in a hit and run.
It's scary that this kind of hate can happen in a place where I'm supposed to feel at home.
That student, Abdul Wahab Omira, now releasing a statement saying, "As I lie in my hospital bed grappling with a reality I had never imagined, I reflect on the importance of spreading love, kindness, and compassion in a world that seems to be steadily succumbing to hatred and prejudice." A preliminary investigation by the California Highway Patrol determining that incident was a hate crime. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.